ESPNTV.com.
Hi, Keith. How are you doing this morning?
Fine.
And we're here with Keith Sweet, who is you're councilman. You're not mayor right now, right?
Not this year, no.
Okay, but councilman on City of Jackson, and thank you for your service.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, sometimes it's enjoyable.
Sometimes it's exciting.
Sometimes it's exciting. That's a good way to put it. But you're also on the Amador County Historical Society, amongst many things. I know you help Rotary take care of the lookout point coming into Jackson.
Right,
And
Vista Point, right?
you're
Almost done with that project.
yeah, and you're heading up, or at least one of the people heading up, planting the daffodils there, correct?
Right, this, just for a piece of information, the second and third Saturdays this coming October, we'll be planting 10,000 more, and that will finish that project, I hope. We're putting the roof on the archway there at the moment. Ran out of shingles.
I always see people working there, so it's a never-ending project, and I'm sure you can use more help.
Well, yeah, in fact, you know, we had over 100 people help us plant those daffodils, and
Right.
we were looking to have more come back.
But we kind of talk about other things because you're such a busy person. But the main reason you're here today is the Amador County Museum and the Historical Society for Amador County.
Yeah, you know, a couple years ago, the Historical Society decided to start celebrating the county's birthday every year on or about, June 14th. And last year we set that aside to when we dedicated the Wheels Park.
Right.
And so we're back on track again, and so we're celebrating the 160th birthday, and we're doing that with a small 15-minute long business meeting. And it's kind of a fundraiser and a good time for people to see what we've done with the county museum. The Historical Society took it over from county operations a couple years ago and been working to try to get it back and open, and we did this past year.
And the county is very glad you did that because the county with limited resources, it takes a volunteer pool and people at grassroots level to really spearhead something like this. And Phil Gerlani, yourself, and others, his family, I know, were integral.
If it wasn't for Phil Gerlani's family, it wouldn't have got done. But
That's right.
You mentioned the volunteer pool, and that's the big thing, and that's one of the things that we're trying to do at this luncheon this Saturday, a steak sandwich, barbecue. We have Frank Tortorich Jr., who's an eminent historian on the Emigrant Trail,
Right.
and he's going to be speaking on that. So if anybody hasn't heard him talk about the Immigrant Trail, then you'll want to come. Cost is $15, $10 if you sign up to volunteer at the museum, or if you sign up to be a new member of the Historical Society.
What day is it going to be held on?
It's going to be this Saturday.
Okay.
This Saturday, the
21st.
21st, from 11 to 2.
Okay. So we have a couple things people can do on Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday is a busy day. We've had this planned for a long time, but other things come up. In the summertime in Amador County, it gets pretty hectic.
There's no shortage, if you say that Amador County is boring, there's no shortage of people and things to do for people. And one of the big things is people can learn about the history of our county.
Right. Last 2 years ago, Larry Sonato was the featured speaker. My grandchildren came. They were sophomores and juniors in high school, and they were just fascinated with the history that they hadn't picked up in school yet. And Frank will do a great job too. So if anybody has children in high school, junior high, bring them along. Pretty inexpensive, and yet it'll be a good day.
And that 15 is a nominal donation. If people want to donate more, they can to keep the museum running and help with the historical artifacts and basically keeping the site up too.
Absolutely. We have a number of volunteers who are working out in the yard, and if you haven't been to the museum recently, it's been cut way back. A lot of the overgrowth. Actually, we discovered some historic artifacts outside in the yard when we cut the ivy back.
What kind of things?
Well, they're mining artifacts. I'm not
But
sure.
they were covered up.
They were all covered up. Didn't even know they were there. Just thought it was just a big pile of ivy. And the ladies that were out there working, all of a sudden, boom! Here we have a new piece of iron.
Almost like finding a piece of gold or something.
Right. So I think Adarata has agreed to come around and identify which of the pieces, and we'll put some markers on them and so forth. So the museum, of course, as I mentioned earlier, has been kind of remodeled, so to speak, inside, not only physically, but some of the exhibits have been changed, and our goal is to change those exhibits, every year or two, so that each time you come back, you're not looking at exactly the same museum. And then We're in the process, hopefully, of building bathrooms up there outside, so we don't have a porta potty for the
We'll get there.
for the ADA.
And if people don't know that, some of the items from recent estate that the county received will come in, and the Historical Society basically got their pick of the litter, but I think your consultant thought there was a little bit too much to fit into the museum.
Yeah, yeah, there was quite a bit in that
collection.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. But some of the pieces just actually fit right into the museum and enhance the museum. And of course, there's a mine model. A lot of people don't even know the mine model is there, and it's actually a working operation of the Kennedy mine. And you close the doors and turn out the lights and excuse me, and watch the whole operation go.
Where's that located? It's not in the museum.
It's not in the museum. It's a separate building. It's right west of the parking lot, adjacent to the parking lot. And we have tours there. Actually, the hours of the museum, are from 11 to 3, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, during the week by request for groups and or individuals. And then during this celebration that we're having this Saturday, we'll have a mine model tour again at 11 and at 1 o'clock.
I hate to say this, but admit it, but I've never toured the mine model, and it sparked my interest even more now because I was recently up in Nevada County for a meeting, and we went on tour of the Eureka mine and saw their mine model, and it's really something to see. It shows you the inner tunnels and where the shafts were, really something to see.
Well, we have a diagram that shows all of that, but then this is an actual scale model.
Right.
And it actually operates. You hit the button and things go up and down, and
that's better than the one in Nevada City because they don't have. It doesn't work like that. There's no functional moving parts. It's just lit.
Right.
So that's great. Okay, one more time again. We have steak sandwiches and other food available, but this Saturday the 21st.
This Saturday the 21st at 11 o'clock. The meeting is from 12 to 12:15, and then the speech is. Our speaker, Frank Torres Jr., will be at 1 o'clock.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Tickets are available at Teresa's at the Historical Society office in Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
And I imagine if you're walking down the street...
I got a couple in my car.
I figured. Okay, Keith. Thank you very much for being here.
Hey, my pleasure.
All right.
Appreciate it.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.